From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Sawyer Wells.
Okay, well, we've been talking about this storm system now for well over 24 hours. And this is just a massive storm system. This was 24 hours ago. Of course, we had the tornado watch, a few tornado warnings, along with severe thunderstorm warnings across central Oklahoma. We had the flood watches that were issued but not in effect until earlier today. You had severe thunderstorm watches. Those went all the way up at one point into Minnesota. And then on the back side of the system, you had blizzard warnings and travel advisories. And at one point yesterday afternoon, the travel advisories were also overlapped with tornado watches and tornado warnings. So again, this is a massive system. You see here, once we put it into motion, it just continues to spin up there. Thankfully, North Dakota got rid of the blizzard warnings this afternoon. They still have some areas that have winter weather advisories, as well as flood warnings and aerial flood advisories up there. We're dealing right now with all of the flooding, just all of the rain that is falling here across southeastern Oklahoma. The good news is we're starting to see it push off to the east a little bit quicker, but we still have a couple more hours of this at least, especially for our friends down in Latimer and LaFleur counties, also down to Pittsburgh County. So we're still gonna have to deal with some flooding problems, unfortunately, especially in those low-lying areas. Thankfully, the flooding problems aren't as bad as we thought they would be. Still, though, a lot of rain has fallen. It's just that it has been spread out over so long that we are seeing and giving some time for those low-lying areas to kind of let some of that water recede. So, J.D. McManus right now, he is just to the west of Sallisaw, moving west on I-40. J.D., give us an update on what you saw. I know you were down in LaFleur County earlier.
Yeah, I'm actually on Highway 64, and I'm headed towards Muldrow. There's an area up here that's kind of, prone to flooding. But so far, I've been down in LaFleur and Pittsburgh and all those counties, and I haven't encountered any problems. Now, since it's been dark, it had to be really close to the road for me to be able to see any problems. But so far, so good. Just some light rain. It's really light right now, so getting better as the time goes on. Back to you.
Yeah, thanks, JD. And there's some good news, but JD also points out a great thing as well, or a bad thing. It's nighttime, so especially these areas that are very prone to flooding, you're not going to be able to see them until you're right up on them. So just take your time if you are getting out tonight for any reason. Turn around, don't drown. We teach that to the kids in the schools, and sometimes we have to kind of remind adults of that as well. Brandon is just to the southeast of Eufaula. Brandon's been over towards the Stigler area, and now he's moving back to the west. Brandon, give us a quick update on what you've seen.
Sawyer, we're so far here near Longtown in Pittsburgh County. The barges have receded tremendously. So, like you said, it's given time, the break in the rain has given it time to really recede. Right now, though, the rain has actually picked up here on Highway 9, about moderate pace right now, Sawyer. But we're just going to keep an eye on it through the overnight hours with all the rain that's coming.
We got to keep an eye on it. Yeah, we still do have a couple of bands of moderate to heavy precipitation just off to your west-southwest, so down near Calvin and Scipio and McAllister. Flooding concerns, of course, we know about them. Southeast of I-44, we still have these flood watches in effect until 7 o'clock. We have aerial flood advisories and aerial flood warnings in effect, as well as the Poteau River has a flood warning, and the Illinois River at Chewy and Tahlequah is under a flood warning as well. This is the latest coming in from the Illinois River. Now, this reporting station is near Tahlequah, but the forecast is to be up in the moderate flood stage here once we get into about midday on Tuesdays, when it is expected to crest, and then it will start to recede some. Temperatures across the area right now, 50s, with a few locations holding on to the 60s down across the southeast. Overnight tonight, the storms continue to push off into Arkansas. We should, at least our friends out to the west, should have a sunrise, not be too clouded up. Temperatures will be in the 40s, to start off the day. By tomorrow afternoon, some of us will have some cloudy skies move back on in. I think north and west of Tulsa, we're going to be under mostly clear skies. Temperatures in the 60s. Then for your Tuesday, a little chilly. To start off the morning, we'll be in the 30s and 40s. Winds will become a little bit more easterly throughout the day, so that's going to help warm us back on up into the upper 60s, near 70 degrees. So that's going to be nice, and we're going to continue this warming trend. The jet, there goes that big storm system. We're saying goodbye to it. And then we have another one out to the west we'll be watching, but for Tuesday and Wednesday, looking pretty nice overall. And we're only getting warmer from there, but here come the storm chances. Right now, it looks like we could have some for your Thursday, your Friday, and as well as into your Saturday. And we're also watching a potential next system Sunday night into next Monday.
An active